They say they were answering Jesus' call. Now these American Baptists stand accused of trafficking 33 Haitian babies and children. The Americans deny the charges and say they believe the kids were orphaned or abandoned. But some were not orphans at all and were crying to go home to their parents, Haitian authorities and aid workers say. Haitian police allowed the Americans out of their jail cells to talk to CNN. They described a poorly planned mission to bus kids out of Haiti to an orphanage in the Dominican Republic. But they denied wrongdoing.
And we believe that we've been charged very falsely with trafficking, which of course that is the furthest possible extreme because, I mean, our hearts here, we literally all gave up, everything we had to be, income and used of our own funds to come here to help these children, and by no means are any part of that horrendous practice.
God is the one who called us to come here, and we just really believe that this was his purpose.
Haitian police arrested the 10 Americans from Idaho, Kansas and Texas Friday as they tried to cross the border from Haiti into the Dominican Republic. Team leader Silsby admitted the children had no documents, no passports, nor official permission to leave.
They really didn't have any paperwork, and this is again probably a misunderstanding on my part, but that I did not understand that would really need to be required.
The children, between 2 months and 12 years old, have been temporarily housed here at SOS Children's Village, run by an Austrian charity in Port-au-Prince. Spokesman Georg Vilait said initial investigations show at least 10 of the youngsters had at least one surviving parent. He's now responsible for trying to reunite the families.
Some of them for sure are not orphans, because immediately as she arrived here, an elder girl, she might be 9 years old, was crying loud, "I'm not an orphan, I do have my parents, please call my parents."
We met 10-year-old Benatine Poulimet. She'd been on the Baptist's bus and was clearly frightened. She gave us the phone number of her mum, Adrienne Poulimet. In a brief conversation, the woman said she'd agreed to hand over her only daughter to the Americans and said she believed her child would be schooled and be well cared for. Her mother gave permission to interview little Benatine. In her quiet voice, she told how she was loaded onto a bus just yards from her home, with only the clothes she stood up in. She did not want to go. I said I wanted to get out of the bus, but they told me I had to stay. I was crying. I said I wanted to go to my mum, she says. Back to jail, and Baptist team leader Laura Silsby. At least 10 of the children have either a mother or a father, and they have the phone numbers of their mothers and fathers.
Okay. I can tell you our heart and our intent was to help only those children that needed us most, that they had lost either both mother and father, or had lost one of their parents, and the other parent had abandoned them.
Silsby told me her Baptist group first met a Haitian pastor by chance as they arrived in the country last week, and he helped them gather the children.
We felt like it was a very God-appointed meeting.
Haitian Prime Minister Jean-Max Bellerive banned fast-track adoptions just after the earthquake and put a stop on Haitian kids leaving without official paperwork. The move was an effort to stop the risk of kids being sold for adoption or sold into child abuse rings. Bellerive said he believed the Americans had committed a crime and is vowing to fully investigate.
For what I know until now, it's a kidnapping case. If we had some related parents involved in that operation, the children certainly were not fully willing to go because in some cases, for what I heard, that they were asking for their parents, they wanted to return to their parents. So in any case, religious or not, it's not acceptable.
But the Prime Minister conceded Haiti's justice system is not fully functioning after the quake. He suggested the 10 Americans could be extradited to the United States to face trial. Carl Penhall, CNN, Port-au-Prince.